This course, A Turtle Tale, is a beginner's course, but it's a bit different to your standard beginner's course. Why? Because it's a very visual course. In fact, it's entirely based on a visual approach to learning to code in Python. All the projects are graphics based, so we'll always be seeing things pop up on the screen, whether it's static drawings, animations, games. We're going to be learning all the fundamentals of Python through a very visual approach. Now, one thing it's important to say, this is not a graphics course. We're not going to be learning about how to make graphics. If you're interested in that, that has to come later, after you've learned the basics of Python. This is a basic coding course. We'll be learning the fundamentals of coding, and specifically the fundamentals of Python in this case. The graphics part of it, it's not the star of the show, it's just a tool. The star of the show remain the fundamentals of Python. So this is about learning the fundamentals of Python. The graphics is there to help us do it in a different way. Now, how do you approach this course? And there are a number of ways you could enroll and learn through this course. It's a perfectly fine standalone course. I will not assume any prior knowledge. So if you've never done coding before, or if you've done it a bit and you've forgotten most of it, this is great. We'll start from the beginning and we'll build, by the end of this course, we'll have all the fundamental tools, the basic tools you need for anything you're going to do in programming. Not just graphics, any programming. You can also use it as a companion to another beginner's course. For example, here at the Python Coding Place, the flagship beginner's course is a Python Tale, which is slightly more traditional approach where it's not entirely graphics based. So one option would be to do one course, for example, a Turtle Tale, and then when you finish it to do a Python Tale, or vice versa. Maybe you've done a Python Tale already and now you're coming to a Turtle Tale. That's perfectly fine. You can even do them in parallel if you like. You'll see that the material in this course, a Turtle Tale, matches the same content as a Python Tale. So the two courses follow the same curriculum, if you like. And therefore, you could do one chapter in this course, one chapter in the other course, and merge them together. It's entirely up to you. So that puts a bit in perspective what you will expect in this course. It's a beginner's course. We'll learn all the basics of Python, all the basics of coding, but everything will be done in a very visual way. We'll be using one of Python's own modules called the Turtle module, which is why the name of this course is called a Turtle Tale. It matches a Python Tale, but it uses this particular part of Python. It's still standard Python, so we're not learning a subset of Python. We're going to be learning all the key tools, but doing it using this particular module in Python, which allows us to draw graphics on the screen without having to worry about the graphics. It's an easy way of having visual projects without having to worry about the graphics. That's something that you'll do at a much later stage if you want to dive deeper into the graphic side of things. So that's what to expect in a Turtle Tale. It's up to you whether to do it as a standalone course or in conjunction with a Python Tale. It's entirely up to you.